I'll be telling you about the new update on my RPG game. So, the new update. I made a new character, a girl character. She does magic. Yeah, magic. And I've been playing around with the magic and I think it's quite cool. Okay, so I'll show you more gameplay later. Oh, this is the current state of the magic. Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's cool. If you guys don't like it, then yeah, whatever. If you guys don't like it, then you can just send feedback and tell me why you don't like it and stuff. I think it looks good. The way that if you spam the attack button, it does that. But I know the player jitters and the animation becomes weird because I use the same animation I use for the boy character. So when I click the attack button, it's supposed to make an animation, but it doesn't because there's no animation. Anyways, the hair also moves with the movement, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So I like it a lot. So I also made nature, if you saw it in the playthrough there. So I made a tree, a bush, a workshop. Yeah, a workshop. I don't actually know what a workshop is. I asked my friend and he said it's like a blacksmith. It's where people forge their items. So that's what I'm gonna make it into. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you think I should name it a blacksmith or just a workshop. So this is the second tree, a cooler one. The one with, what is that? Peaches? My friend says peaches. I wanted it to look like an apple, but never mind. Peaches would be fine. And this is the house. This is a normal house, and this is the lake. All these red costumes are the hitboxes. So the tree has that hitbox. And this is the workshop hitbox. The normal house hitbox, and then the other three has the same hitbox as that. Well, roughly the same. And then the lake and the bush has no hitbox, cause why can't you go in the ocean? Go in the water, the lake. And if you noticed, I did make a little mini map, and I don't know if this is true or not. So if I'm wrong, don't just go no you're not. But I think this is the first time that anyone has shown a mini map on YouTube with a scrolling map, because the map is scrolling and the mini map doesn't use any pens or any extensions. Generally it only uses clones, because the pen, I tried it with the pen, it was just horrible. Also, I like using the girl character more than the boy character because long range, and I can also see the enemies on the mini map. So let's wait for the enemy. Yeah, so I can just shoot him from outside of the real map, because mini maps are zoomed out. It took me so long to figure out how to make the mini map zoomed out. This is why I spent a long time delaying the new devlog, because I made the new character. It was quite quick, and then I just made the tree and the bush and then made a mini map. I searched for things online for mini maps. I searched it on YouTube. I didn't search it on Google though. Like if I type here scratch mini map Scratch scrolling game minimap. Yeah, that's a racing game. So I watched this minimap with players on Scratch. That video I did watch, but it didn't work with scrolling, because scrolling has the camera Y, camera X stuff. Because it's not just a portable map, it's a huge map, but you're in a small section of it every time. So that means the mini map is also zoomed out. It makes you see more of the map. One day I want to make it so that we can see the whole map on our screen when we click the mini map, but that's for the future Fateh to handle. Present Fateh is currently trying to figure out glitches and stuff, because there are a lot of glitches and I don't know why. Yeah, it's fine. So that's probably all. Wait, before this, when was the first devlog? The first devlog was, did I have a, yeah, I had the start menu here. It's a little weird because of the grass texture, but it's fine. I don't think I showed the stamina bar and stuff, so I'm gonna show it today. So you see that blue thing under, like, right next to the joystick, in the middle of the screen, almost in the middle of the screen. You see that blue thing? That's a stamina bar. And when I click the arrow with a weird trail behind it, because I didn't know what to put there, when you click that, you will start running, and of course you don't see it because there aren't any buildings. That's the first reason on why I added buildings. So look, it refills. I tap it. If you just tap it and let go of the joystick, you only dash. But if you tap it and then just run, it'll make you sprint. You see, it's a lot faster than real moving. You see? Wait, I ran out of sprint. I ran out of stamina. You see? Wee! Wait, wee! It's really fun. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't deserve having my own minimap and no one has ever made it before, but now that I think about it, I think I'm happy with myself that I got to make it even. I don't really know how I figured it out. All I did was, in the nature sprite, I made this nature data list, and I just add X and Y values and make the clone and the current sprite and this normal sprite go to that the thing. And then in the tick hitboxes, we go to their position, which is their X position, which is where they should be, and they also go to their Y position. But they also have to subtract the camera values, which is these two, because those two are the real position on the big map. So I just did that, and then after the tick hitboxes, there's a tick player, which is in the play sprite. So it goes tick weapon, and then it's tick hitboxes, and then it's tick player. Since it's tick hitboxes, all the nature and buildings, they all switch into their hitbox costume, which is the normal costume joined with the underscore. And then after that, the player checks for they check if they're touching, and if the player is touching, then it'll move it'll move backwards instead of front, which will make an illusion that the player isn't moving. I mean, it is correct. It's not really an illusion, but that's how you make it lah. And then in the tick background, you switch back to the normal costume. Tick background is the last tick. So after tick background, all the sprites show themselves on the screen. So you don't actually see the hitboxes. You only see the normal costume. So after that, the nature sprite goes, all the clones and stuff, they all go to the player, and then they go to their current X position, which is the player's X position and Y position, because they went to the player, and they minus that with their real X and Y position minus camera X and camera Y. And then they replace the nature data with that value with join the opposite of the X position with a comma, and then they join the opposite of the Y position with a comma, and then the costume number. And then what the minimap does is it takes, so the X minus the real X minus camera X, this thing will take the distance between the player and the nature sprite. And what this nothing minus X position flips that, it flips it. So instead of the distance being from the player to, like, for instance, me and this tree right here, instead of it being the player to the right of the player, it'll be to the left of the player. Because in the minimap, it does something that inverts it, and I don't know what it does. It just does that. And then in here, it goes to that position. It goes to the, so like, you know the distance I was talking about? It takes the middle of the giant outline circle there, of the minimap. It takes the middle of that outline, and then it takes the distance between the middle of the outline and the difference between the player and that one nature sprite that you have. And then it takes that difference and applies it to the middle of the outline circle, so it gets its position from that. So for instance, I'll tell you, this is being a tutorial now. Anyways, so like, imagine the distance to the player and this one tree there is 5 pixels. Then the minimap will decode all of that and revamp it and make it so that the distance between the icon of that nature and the middle of the outline circle, the blue dot there, will be also 5 pixels. But instead of to the player, it'll be 5 pixels to the outline sprite. And after that, it goes to that position after setting all the X and Y values. And then, after that, you complete everything. After that, it just restarts the tick and does it for the next tick. And it just keeps repeating that in the forever loop until it's done. You see, I can't walk under this tree stump because tree stumps are hard. And I can't walk through this. I mean, sometimes I can glitch through it, but I can't walk through it. But sometimes you do glitch through because of the dash thingy. I need to sort that out, but if you're just walking like this, then yeah, it works like a charm. Oh, shoot up. Shoot up puts pee 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 pee. Yay! My favorite nature slash building is this. Like, I sent this to my friend. I just went, I see you. And it's just one of the characters looking through the tree. Man, it's hilarious. Just imagine you see this one day. What would you do? It's looking right into you. It's looking through the tree. Anyways, so I made the video long enough, so thanks for watching this devlog. Hope you have a nice day and bye.